Hey guys, I'm Adam. Welcome to the Vintage Sanctuary. I just recorded a video and it was like 12 minutes long, so I'm trying again to see if I can be more brief. So here we go. I want to start with a shout out. Dave, Legends of the Dugout, awesome guy, relatively new to YouTube, although he's been collecting a lot longer than I have. As I've been getting to know Dave, the more I get to know Dave, the more I love him. To know Dave is to love him. That's been my experience so far, and I'm confident that will continue. So if you could check out his channel, Legends of the Dugout, see what you think, that would be great. He's just looking to connect with this awesome community, and he's another awesome guy in this awesome community. Okay, I've got a Grail card to show you, but first a story. So this Grail card went through eBay Authenticity Guarantee, and so I had to wait a while, of course, for it to go through that. And then it arrived at the local FedEx last Saturday morning at like 8:30 in the morning, and it just sat there because I guess it was too early. The tracking information was something like early for delivery or something. It's like, well, why not just deliver it early? So it sat there all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and it was sitting there all day Monday, and I had some time Monday afternoon, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to drive over there like 15 or 20 miles and see what's up. So I drive over to the facility, and a couple really nice ladies there, they're like, yeah, you know, your package is here, but we can't give it to you. And I'm like, well, why not? Well, the sender, which would be PSA in this case, the sender requires that it's delivered to your home, and then, you know, you sign for delivery. And I said, well, when will it be delivered? And they said, oh, tomorrow, which would be Tuesday. And I said, okay, there's about a 50-50 chance I'll be home when it's delivered tomorrow because I'll be doing some work from home and some work from the workplace. What if, I'm not there tomorrow? Then what? And they said, well, you could come back here, so drive back there tomorrow night before we close, and we could, give it to you then. You could sign for it then. And I had to realize I realized just how absurd that was. It's right there in that room, or one of those rooms. And, if you brought it out, I could sign for it right here. I mean, I traveled 15 or 20 miles, like a half hour to get here. But no, we can't do that. It's going to go on a truck tomorrow, and it's going to go to your house. And if you sign for it at home, that's great. But if you don't, it's coming back here tomorrow night, and you can come here tomorrow night and sign for it then. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And of course, I was anxious to get my card. Fortunately, I had adopted the proper mindset before I went to that facility, saying I may not be successful. And these ladies were really nice. They're just doing their job. So I was like, okay. I didn't even argue. I was just like, okay, thank you very much. Well, I was lucky. It came the next day. And I've been meaning to do this video to show this card to give Dave, Legends of the Dugout, a shout out. And I thought I might get to it today, but I just listened to Sammy SFI Sports Cards, one of his videos, and I said, yep, I absolutely must do this today. And I'll share why in just a minute. But let me turn this camera around. Authenticity Guarantee. Authentic without a doubt. The 1952 Bowman Eddie Lopat comma card. Woohoo! As you know, I'm a huge fan of Eddie Lopat. I do like graded cards, but when it comes to Lopat, it's good to have it in this Authenticity Guarantee sleeve, which would be void if this, if this seal were damaged. It'd also be nice if it had like a PWCC sticker on it too, just so I could have this Lopat. Okay, I'm just messing with you guys. It turns out that when I took my Grail card out of this, when it came in the Authenticity Guarantee packaging, that this seal just, flipped up just fine without damaging it at all. So I guess I can put any card I want in there now. But if you do the QR code, of course, you won't see this Lopat. So I've been messing with you. But remember, you've got to love me if you want to go to heaven, and please forgive me. I don't know, I'm probably not terribly sorry. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mick. Happy birthday to you. Today is Mickey Mantle's birthday. And when I was listening to Sammy's video, I found that out. Mickey Mantle was born October 20, 1931. So if he were alive today, he would be 91 years old. And so I said, yep, I got to show this card today. And when I saw this online, it really appealed to me. It's got some scrunching, it turns out, on the sides, maybe possibly from rubber bands, and we'll take a closer look here in a minute. But the cardstock is bright, so, it's not, a lot of these 53 tops will be toned, and, sometimes a little toning I'm fine with, but nice, clean cardstock. The image looks great, the colors are just vibrant, and that rectangle, that nameplate in the lower left corner is just gem mint 10 and gorgeous, what do I care about most with this card? One would be the image quality for sure and the vibrancy of the colors, and I think second would be that nameplate. I really didn't care so much about centering. This is well centered left to right, which I enjoy, but I didn't care so much about that. It is off-center to the top, but I actually like that on this card, truly, believe it or not. And here's why, because when it's off-center to the top, you tend to get a larger name rectangle. And looking at these cards, whether they're American League with the red rectangles or National League with the black, the size of the name rectangle can vary quite a bit. And to me, when they have a larger name rectangle like this, it actually enhances the eye appeal. So I'm also stoked because this card has some issues, but they don't even bother me. And I tend to be picky, and I will admit I've been working on my pickiness, but I just love this card. I'm stoked to have it, and I think if it were, a much higher grade, I don't think I'd love it anymore. I'm super pleased with this one. So let me quit blabbing, or at least show you the card while I'm blabbing. I mean, to me, this card, it's, wow, the Fabulous Relic 1.5. I mean, to me, this is one of those cards where I've always wanted one since I got into vintage baseball cards a couple years ago, but, the idea that I would actually have one almost seemed like a dream, but I always wanted one. But notice you got some corner wear there. You've got some serious scrunching on the side, a little corner wear up here. I mean, not bad for a 1.5. Just a touch there on the upper left, but this red rectangle is just pristine. It's got a little something there. All right, let me show you the back. It does have PWCC above average, but actually, even that's fake news because in my mind, this is Gem Mint 10, so way above average. I like it when the baseball circle, is not cut into, but that's not much. That doesn't really bother me. That's pretty close there. A little bit of wax near the bottom there, as you can see. That doesn't bother me a bit. You can really see the scrunching here, but I'm totally cool with that. I mean, if this card were a 5 grade or something, then scrunching like that, it'd be like, wait a minute, I shouldn't be paying 5 grade money for that type of scrunching. But as far as a 1.5 goes, I think this card is just absolutely gorgeous. My video is going to be 12 minutes again if I don't shut up soon. Thank you, everybody, for sharing in my joy. I hope you had a wonderful and peaceful time in the Vintage Sanctuary.